We are here at Gracewater community, and this one here is the Bay Haven. All right, and this is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2-car with an office, just under 3,000 square feet. And this is the model home here, so that's why you see the shrubs up front, so you're not confused. But this is a 2-story, and let me tell you, we got some sizzle factor upstairs and some in the back. So before we get to those, let's talk about this huge porch that's out here. Okay, very large. You could put a nice set out here. They have 2 chairs right now. However, you could put a couch. You could put yourself some countertops. I don't know how friendly you want to get with your neighbors. You could put potentially a bar out here. But just saying, you got a lot of options, and it's big. So I don't know if you like to mix it up with your neighbors. I certainly do, and this community is really good for that. Went through that nice glass door, and now the floor finishes on this in Gracewater is really nice. You have that vinyl flooring that looks like wood, and I love that look. It is definitely beachy. It is definitely a relaxing vibe. Definitely a coastal vibe, right? I love how this is planned and designed around the open main living area, which we're going to get to. And the home lives big. It really does, without wasted space. And in some of these homes, you question what the heck they were thinking on the layout. This is just not one of those homes. And the builder, to know, is Pravada, right? So we're in the foyer, and I'm kind of peeking around into the office, giving you a little sneak peek of that, which could be another bedroom as well, but they have it situated as an office. So we're here in the foyer. It's got nice sight lines. The moment you walk in, and it has this welcome to home feeling, right? All right, and the tone is just rest and relax. That's part of the plan, right? And this is where you can feel the open concept design right away. All right, so without further ado, let's get to it, right? So here we go. And I'll give you some insight about the community here towards the end of the video. But here's the office, great for walking right through the door. You can kind of check out the window, see who's coming around. Now, this isn't a gated community, so you're gonna have to make sure the people are on your list to get through. Nice added level of security. Who doesn't want that? You have the glass French doors. You can always put blinds on them if you didn't want it. Nice accent wall back there. Oh, and by the way, some built-ins for the speakers. Yep, and a good-sized room. You get the desk in there. You could definitely put in a few other things. You have a seated chair there just for a point of reference and how big that space actually really is, right? So they do have a little style here when you walk through. So just showing you what you can put here, accent walls and things, and then bang, right here it's your half bath. Always great to have on the first level. So you're not sharing your restroom with your guests, right? So you can have your own private on your ensuite and your primary, which I think is right over here. And we'll check that out in a moment. But let's get into this great room and let's start talking about it. So this is at the heart of the home. It's big. It's an open gathering area space that works for entertaining and everyday living. And if you host, the layout keeps everyone connected. Kitchen, dining, living area all flow together. And there's a little sneak peek of the lanai, and if you notice, there's no posts out there. That's a clear view. It's called a clear view lanai. Oh man, that looks good, especially with the water. But hey, we'll get back to that. Sorry, I digress. So the kitchen, anyways, you got the waterfall, quartz countertop. Gives a bright, clean coastal look. Holds up real well. All right, you got the impact windows over there. Something to note. All right, same as the sliders. That's great for that floor to live in. All right, and you guessed it, slow closing USA in here, right? Your refrigerator, and people ask me to open these, so I'm going to do it. I'm doing it on this one. You're seeing inside the fridge. All right, so there it is. It's a bit of what it looks like. We can open up both sides even. Let's do it for you folks at home. It's a nice fridge. It's got the extra cooling cycle. You control everything on the side there of the door. So the brand name's a great question because it is hiding on me. So you do have the gas stove. This is a gas community, gas stove top, right? And you do have the exhaust there that does go out to the back of the house. And now I'm curious. You got me wondering Where are they hiding the name? So I don't have the name on this one. You could always get a credit and get whatever style or brand name that you want. I guess I should also open up that freezer for you. So that's what it looks like, just in case you're wondering. Pretty sturdy one. All right. Your dishwasher here. You do have your island, right? And you have blue and white cabinets, which is kind of a nice feature. All right. So little dichotomy with the coloring, which frees it up a little bit. Just doesn't make it all the same, which I like. And then you've got your 4-seater here with the waterfall quartz. All right, so here's your dining area. All right, and this is the dining area, fits daily meals, holidays, hosting without feeling cut off from the rest of the action. All right, and because it's open, you can furnish it. You can furnish it in a few different ways, more formal or more casual. And there's one of the sizzle factors heading upstairs that we will get to. But first, let's check out this living room, right? So again, you still have that flooring all the way through here. And the accent wall, one thing I want to show you too, this is the pantry. We almost missed that. Behind this door, you have your pantry. You don't have those cheapy wire pantry shelvings. You do have wood. All right. So anyways, all right, so there's a slider. So you can see how significant it is. We'll look at it from a different vantage point. And I like the tile backsplash there that they have. Definitely well done. So anyways, this is the vantage point. Talk to everybody, see how they're doing. Keep the party going, right? And then let's go and pull into your laundry room. Okay. So your washer and dryer here, sink here, and shelving. All right. And then you got the folding station with cabinetry. All right. Natural light coming in. All right. High ceilings still. High ceilings throughout, so you're not missing out anywhere. Let's go check out that garage before we make our way over to the ensuite and then upstairs. All right. So this is a 2-car, okay, with a bit of a bump out, which we'll get to. Motorcycle does not come with it here. All right, just making you aware because you're a motorcycle type person. And we do have the flake here, right? And the flooring has been polyed. It's a really good thing to do here in Florida, all right? You get rain, you get a lot of stuff going on, protects your concrete foundation. You can still smell it. They just literally painted this not long ago. It smells like paint. And you get a little bump out there where you may be able, if you have a not overly large vehicle, to put a golf cart. So just something to note, okay? And again, high ceilings. You can put in your Florida basement up there, right? You can put the shelving from the ceiling, all right? Utility box, obviously. And that's a wrap on the garage. All right, so you come through the garage. You just spend the day out at the beach. Boom. Drop your swim trunks right where they belong, right? You don't have to track sand all through the house. Always recommend getting a shower on the exterior just so you can avoid further messes as you come back, because who's not going to Siesta Key Beach? Let's keep it real. There's the entryway. All right, now we're going to go into the primary. So this primary is positioned to feel like a true retreat, and it's separate from the main living area, and it's a great space to unwind. And as you can see, you can sneak peeks out into the water view, out to your pool view, jacuzzi view, and there's a sizzle factor out there that I'm going to show you in a few minutes. So there's that blue heron. Okay, and when you're out on your front porch in the morning, you might catch those flying overhead if you're watching the sunrise, which this house is perfectly positioned to do so. And you do have the barn door there on this ensuite and the chandelier that they put in. Nice little touch, right? So same flooring here as well. And you do have a you do have a king size bed, all right? There's still enough room for your nightstands and seating. And here you go, ladies. So here's a nice tub to relax in. Maybe fellas, if you want to get your relax on in there. I don't know if you're like me, I'm going to be relaxing in the jacuzzi. That'd be my jam. But hey, if you like the tub thing, it's there. Always good to have pets, kids, gets it done, or just relax. Then you've got your frameless shower with a minor step in there. Okay. And really nice tile going there. And we do have a tile change here. It looks honestly like a little bit of marble. It's not, it is tile, but it's got that look to it. Then you've got this nice vanity, beautiful vanity, similar to the kitchen one for the cabinetry and dual sinks, right? So there it is. And then we walk on through, you get to the infamous business room, adjacent to all this. And finally, yep, you guessed it, the walk-in closet. Okay. And this place is lock and leave convenience, especially with that security gate that you have. So if you're staying, it's great. If you're going, it's great too. You know, if you like to travel, this is your secondary home or your investment home even. So anyhow, that's the deal on the primary. Ooh, that barn door. Doesn't that look cool? I always like those. All right, especially going into the ensuite. All right, so we head back out. You saw the office, you saw the half bath, all right? And we'll save the lanai for last, but let's go upstairs. All right, there's a sizzle factor up here that you're gonna wanna see. Now remember, this is just under 3,000 square feet. And if you like to spread out, give your guests who are gonna be coming down, trust me, they're coming if you don't live here already. They are coming to vacation with you, trust, trust, trust. And it's fun. It's nice to have them over. You get to live vicariously through them. Like everything's brand new to you in Sarasota over and over again. It really does not get old. But here is the other sizzle factor, your second living room, right? So a lot of options here. Maybe you make it into a gym. Maybe this is a gaming room. So it could be a giant office area for the kids, right? They could do their homework and stuff in here. I like it personally as a living room myself. So anyhow, nice huge space here. And look, it's a good amount for a 2,900 square foot home. Even snuck a seat in over there. There's a lot you can do. So there's 2 bathrooms up here. You're gonna have to pick who's your favorite that stays up here because it's kind of part of the deal, but we'll get to that in a moment. So this is going to be bedroom number 2, but if you count the office, could be 3. Okay, so you do get to look out the front of the home from this vantage point. It's kind of nice. And actually, well, we'll get to the community features, but there is a dog park that's going to be over that way from this exact home. All right, so nice big high ceilings in this, you know, big room. Carpet flooring here in this one. And once you come upstairs, it is carpet. Lots of room, full-size bed. You do have some room for some furniture, obviously. And then you do have a bit of a walk-in closet, which is nice, right? So, and this keeps everything separate as well. So the ensuite, nicely done, is going to be under that a bit, right? But not fully. So it's an interesting thing to know. So anyways, and then you have your Jack and Jill bath, right? So you're going to share this with the adjacent bedroom that you now can see through there. You got your vanities, dual sinks again. Nice looking vanity. You got the quartz. Is that Siesta Key sand quartz? I don't know. If you're not aware, Siesta Key is made of 99% quartz. That's why the sand does not get hot. So if you didn't know, now you know. All right, so here is the technically 3rd bedroom. Again, we get that office. That could be a bit of a flex room, so it could be 4th. All right, so maybe the people that you love, but they're just not the favorite. Maybe they stay in these bedrooms because they have to share a bath, right? That's what I'm getting to. You got your accent wall over here, right? 2 nice windows. Again, those high impact, great. You're not going to be climbing up to put on the impact, or sorry, the hurricane shutters. Okay, so you walk out this way. All right. And my goodness, there is another bedroom. But there's also another bath, which is kind of given to this person. Now it is open to the living area, so maybe it's not your favorite. You've got to decide that. But it does have a door that allows you to go there. So it is shared in that aspect. All right, and you got your tub up here. No separate business room on this one. But this is for guests. Or if you got the kiddos, of course. So there you go. Similar vanity and everything. Nice high ceilings again. Nice tile look, right? Same tile on the floor, by the way. They did switch it up on this one. I like that dark tile. Usually dark isn't too good, but they did it right. So, you got your lip shap boarding. Shiplap. I said it backwards. Sorry for my dyslexia. You might catch me on a few of those. So it's the shiplap back there. And that's a big trend. Definitely an enhancement. And these model homes are done to the nines. So you're seeing the ones with all the features. Keep that in mind. This property is going for about 1.1 with the pool and everything. So prices do vary, but currently you're about that. You do have these 3 windows, letting in some natural light, still allowing for privacy. And look at, they did the office style right here. So, and then you've got another walk-in. Not deep, but it is a bit of a walk-in. So there you go with that. So, all right. So we got those done. Now we're going to check out that lanai that you've been waiting for with the other sizzle factor that you need to be aware of. So let's open up this. This is your furnace. You do have a train. There's actually 2 in there, by the way. So your up and down is right here. Okay. Always good to note, as people always ask. All right. So let's head back down this stairway. And let's head out to you. And you can look over here just in case you want to get the view. What does it look like? I feel like I can hear one of you guys saying that, so I'm going to show you. It might be in comments later if I don't, so no problem. Get an aerial view. You can have a grandiose entrance and come in here and hey, everybody. So, or maybe it's the way Santa sneaks in if Santa's part of your routine and says hello. But I'll leave it up to you guys. So anyways, here we go, lanai. And I'll talk a little bit about the community once we get out here. That clear view look, I love that. So, here you go. Long-awaited sizzle factor. Baboom. Fire pit. Recessed. Come sit down here, hang out, stay warm. Maybe on the cooler nights here in Sarasota, which we just had a couple. And you can hang out with your friends while they're in the pool, or maybe you're in the pool. You decide. You get the fountains going, nice relaxing, and feature in lights in there as well. And then of course you have the waterfall jacuzzi. I mean, that's the way to do it right there. That is very inviting. And you got, hey, jump pitter patter right over to it, right? So a fun way to get there. All right, and a nice massive lanai. I mean, this is big. This is big. You got room over here to keep yourself in the shade if you so choose. You want to get out on that sun deck and get some sun in this westerly facing lanai. It is here for you. Okay. So, what does this community have for you? Well, look at this beautiful view. All right. And by the way, these homes are situated so that not very many of them, only a couple actually, are going to be back to back. Everything else is going to be separate. I don't know if you can catch it, but there's a plane taking off from the airport over there, which just lets you know how close you are to Sarasota, right into the airport. Literally minutes. So if you got to get somewhere fast and you don't want to deal with traffic and everything else, whew, it's a great community for you. So it is a gated community. All right. And you have resort style, 0 entry pool for the community pool, which actually, just so you know, that's the community center right there, currently being built. That's going to be open June of this year, 2026. In case you're wondering, now you know. All right, you heard it first here. All right, so 0 entry pool, people always ask, what is that? 0 entry pool is where you actually walk in and it's like a beach. So you don't have to take steps in like you do here, right? It just gradually goes into the pool. And you do have a sun deck here, which is great, and these fountains. So you can put your chair in here, be in the water a bit, and still get your sun in on. And man, I don't know about you guys, but I love to get a good suntan. So vitamin D, soaking it up, gets you happy, right? So, all right, so we got that. They also have pickleball courts. They have cabana. They have a clubhouse, state-of-the-art fitness center, and a full-time lifestyle manager. So if you want a lively community, this is definitely going to be it. I live in a similar community, and I love it. They have somebody that's constantly coming up with different things for you to do, and fun activities, excursions, you name it. So if you want to be rubbing elbows good with your neighbors, it's great. And if you don't, hey, you don't have to go. You got the win no matter what. So, and the HOAs are super low here, super low for these amenities. They're currently at $185. Once the amenity center opens up over here, you're going to be at $280. So only $285, only an additional $100. That is unheard of for those type of amenities. Extremely inexpensive. Okay, and you are 3 miles from downtown Sarasota, right? And commonly referenced, right, for all the dining and arts and bayfront. You have the Van Wezel, great restaurants over there, right? C'est La Vie, 1592, Boca, you name it. There's a bunch down there. And sorry for the ones I didn't mention because there's just so many. We're going to be here for about another half hour. So lots to do. You're very close to the Bayfront Park, which has a lot of fun things to do and events. They have the big playscape out there and water park. All right. And you're very close to Sarasota beaches. Siesta Key's only minutes away. Lido's only minutes away. Okay. And you can still hop right on I-75 and get up to Tampa in about an hour. So, I mean, you are close to everything. UTC Mall, that's about like 10, 15 minutes away. All right, tons of restaurants and retail going that way, plus all the grocery shops. I mean, you got it made. You can hop on your e-bike, go zoom downtown. It's good stuff. So anyways, you've seen it. The pool, the jacuzzi, right? Your sun deck and the sizzle factor, which you do not typically see this. A recessed fire pit, like, no, that does not happen. And it's gas, by the way, so you never have to worry about lighting that thing. And you'll have gas out here. There's going to be gas hookups. So you can hook your grill up. You could do a fresca kitchen out here, right? So you have your meals outside. So this one is one to definitely also keep on your short list in this community. All right. Here in Gracewater. All right. And this is, like I said, a newer development. I mean, they haven't even finished the clubhouse yet. So if you want to get in early, you want to get on that HOA board early too, if that's something that interests you, which I do mention. If you like having a lot of say, get on that HOA board. It's always good. But this is being run right out of the gate, and it is zero maintenance outside, which is great in these communities. You don't have to do a thing. I mean, just come here, live, enjoy yourself, go travel, do what you do. So anyways, thank you so much for joining us on another one of these tours. I really, really appreciate it. We're really thankful for everyone that's viewing and so grateful for you guys. So thank you so much. This one is gold at 1.1-ish, depending on finishes. And you're right on the water going west and east in the front of the home. I mean, it doesn't get a lot better than this at this price point. So 1.1, this is what you're looking at. All right, guys. All right. Thank you again so much. And bye for now.